Welcome everybody to this installment of Live Your Dream Monday. Today I have with me special guest dreamers from Share Your Dream Friday, the GREAT Shawn and Emily Stoik. How you guys doing today?
Really good.
We're
Thanks for
doing
having
good.
us. Thanks, Edward.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. It's been a little while since you shared your dream on Share Your Dream Friday. Tell us, what's been happening in your life since you shared your dream with the rest of the world?
Oh, well, thanks so much for having us, first of all. I just want to thank you for everything you've done for us and your wonderful, your time and your website and everything you're just doing for everybody. And I'm going to let my beautiful wife, Emily, here tell her story and kind of what's happened, but God is so good.
Okay, well, I think it was March 11th, we were able to share our dream with you, Edward, and with the rest of the community there on Facebook and Share Your Dream Friday. And it was really a blessing for us because, as you were able to see, we've been through a lot with Shawn's accident and a lot of the things that God has allowed to come into our life, just as trials and just things that normally might hold a person back or make them feel discouraged. And it's been really nice because we were able to just really communicate and share our hearts of, just because you might have certain circumstances or trials in your life, you don't have to let that hold you back. It doesn't have to be something that can keep you from reaching your dreams and keep you from reaching your goals. And we've had a lot of really great positive feedback, a lot of people contacting us, sending us private emails and messages, telling us just how encouraged and inspired and motivated they were just from hearing what Shawn's been through. And, yesterday in church we heard the phrase, allowing your test to be a testimony. And that's really what it's been, and I've said a bunch of times, from tragedy to triumph, from stumbling block to stepping stone, and then this new thing, test to testimony. And that's really what it's been. And that's our whole goal, is to use our circumstances, use our story to just empower people and help them to feel motivated to keep going, no matter what you've been through. And that's been really just reaffirming for us, because that's what we wanted to do all along, is just to help people. And I shared, as one of my goals is to write a book and to get our story out there even further, to just continue to help people and to let them know just what we've been through. And it's been really cool because just by sharing that, it's opened the door to get in contact with a lot of people who have the connections that we need to get that done. We've been introduced to a lot of people who've either written their own book already or multiple books. They're published authors, and they've been able to just encourage me and give me some direction of what to do next, how to get my thoughts out on paper, and to start mapping out what I want to write about, because obviously I would want to include our story, what we've been through, but at the same time, one of the things that was kind of keeping me in a pause mode and holding me back a little bit is just wondering what to do after that, where to go from there. What else would I write about to make the book really applicable for everyone else reading it? Instead of it just being about us, how can it be something that's also going to just be more relatable and inspiring for more people, so that they can take something away from that and apply it to their own lives? Because not everyone's going to go through an explosion. That's not something everyone goes through in their life. But
Yeah.
how can that relate? Everyone has some sort of trial. Everyone has some sort of stumbling block or something that might be holding them back from reaching their dreams and reaching their purpose in life. So that's what I was kind of wondering, what else can I write about? And that's where, as I was praying about that and thinking what else I could do and write to make this book more broad for the general public, the theme of living your life out on purpose started becoming really strong in my life. And I remember sharing that with you, Edward, reading the book, The Purpose-Driven Life, for the second time. And that theme started becoming really just everywhere. Everywhere I was looking, I was seeing people talking about that, living your life on purpose and with a purpose, and not just going through the motions of life. And that led me to want to write an article and a blog post about that, to start getting my thoughts out in writing of what it means to live your life with purpose, so I can move past just our own experiences and start making it something for everyone. What does that mean for them? And since then, and this is where all these different doors start opening, another just really incredible businesswoman named Sherry Collier invited me to share that story on her website that's called Creative Path to Growth. And that was just a real honor for me, because she's also a really established businesswoman, and to feature us and what we've been through and honor us in a way is just really a continued reaffirming of that path. And it's been exciting because it's continuing to like lead us down that path that we want to be on, and to continue to give back to people and encourage them.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. What a journey you've been on, and the doors continue to open for you guys.
Yeah,
so many doors have opened up. I never thought that could sit here now today and have 3 very successful businesses and able to help so many people around the world in this recession, or in the recession, and who are living from check to check, and now we can give something back and just show who God is, show them how to have that freedom in their life that everybody wants, show them how powerful the computer is, just using everything to make their life better, and just have a purpose in your life for why you get up in the morning. You don't just get up to just go through life and go through the motions. Right. You want to get up and you want to actually go and have a purpose for a reason why you're getting up. Who can you come in contact with? Who can you help? Who can you mentor? Who can you support? And just giving back, because we only get maybe 80, 90, 100 years if we're lucky on this earth, and you compare 100 years to eternity, that's not even on the scale, So you want to make every single moment count. Every little thing that you do, your relationships, people that you have with, make it all count, because your life can be gone so fast, like mine was just about taken away. And I cherish life so much more important now. And while toys and fun things in this world, material possessions, can come very quickly, they can go just as fast. And we're not going to take this to heaven with us as well. We don't even get our own bodies, So we need to build relationships and help other people and give back. That's what it's about. And I'm just so grateful that I can sit here and just give back to those who are just looking and longing for something to just have, that freedom or something in their life that they're missing. And we're able to give that back to them. So we're so blessed.
Wow. I believe we have the stories and experiences and things like you guys have, and everybody does in their life, to be able to share them with others. They're there for that, I believe, for that purpose, so that we can show others that you can move through it. You can move on. You can still live your life despite what happens.
Right.
That's right.
And you're talking about that. Congratulations on the success of your businesses. That's absolutely amazing. And like some people, I'm just listening to this audio I got recently in the mail from one of my mentors, and it was called, "Is Patience Interrupting Your Treasure?" And it was all about having urgency to get up in the morning and to move towards your purpose and your plan that God has for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And most people are sitting there, well, I'm so patient, I'm just waiting for things to happen. It's like, well, get up and get moving.
Yeah.
Get going.
Yeah.
Got to have some ambition. Get up and have a purpose. We've been saying that word a lot, but it's so important. You want to have a purpose. You got to get up in the morning, have some ambition, get something done. Even if you feel like, well, you may have everything that you have in your life and everything's going fine. What about that person down the road, or your neighbor, or somebody that doesn't have that purpose in their life, and they're just going through the motions? Help them. There's so much need out there, and this is not the time to be selfish and just keeping everything for ourselves. We have to give back, and I believe that's why the Lord has blessed us so well. And it just, that purpose-driven book that one is just incredible. Slipped my mind the name of it. What's it?
The Purpose-Driven Life.
Purpose-Driven Life,
Edward,
yeah.
what you said there about having a sense of urgency and getting moving, it reminds me of that quote that God gives every bird a worm, but he doesn't throw it in the nest. And it reminds me of
Thank God.
it reminds me of Shawn too, because that sense of urgency really is a huge thing, especially with him. He's a mover and a shaker, so to speak. He doesn't let grass grow under his feet.
That's right.
And part of the reason that we're able to live our dreams, that we're able to do, traveling every couple of months and not just focus on our own success, but now focus more on giving back to other people, is just because he's always had that sense of urgency. He's never just thought, well, yeah, I want to do this or that. I want to be successful, but, I'll wait for it to come to me. It'll just be in bright shining lights and all of a sudden, it'll click and I'll know it's there. But you have to go out and work for it. You have to really go get it. You can't wait for things to be handed to you. And, even if you are a part of something where you're doing well, go out and give back, because then more comes back to you. We've learned recently that the world of the generous gets bigger and bigger. The more you give back, the more comes back to you. And it's so true, because that's what's been happening. The more we focus on pouring into people around us and mentoring others to lift them up and bring them to where they want to be, if you help enough people to get what they want, you're going to start getting what you want as well. And it's so true. I mean, there's another book called The Go-Giver, and he's a go-getter, but he's also a go-giver, and he's so focused about giving to other people. You should just see him on the phone, how much his heart aches for people. And I'm really proud of him, because he's such a worker, and he's so giving in his heart. And it's exciting to see that. It's a real blessing to be able to work together as husband and wife. It's not very often that people are able to do that. I know you and Julie are able to do that, and you work really well together. And it's so fun. It's really neat to be able to do that, to have all facets of your life be connected. And I really love that. That's another real blessing for us.
And she's the exact same way. Totally. She's always giving and back and helping so many people, and I'm just very, very proud of her. But doing it together, getting up in the morning, just having that reason to get up, making every single minute count. You never want to waste it doing something foolish, and and it's just this is a big world, and we need to help others and stuff. So God is good. We give Him all the glory. He lets us keep 90% of our income. It's incredible. I don't know why He wouldn't want to take it all, but it's just, God is so good, not everything is roses when you're a Christian, it has its ups and downs, but in your valleys is where you get your strengths, and we've got most of our strengths in our valleys, when we've gone through our daughter having open heart surgery, when I had my explosion, when the vehicle blew up and my whole body was on fire, and, just lots of other things that we've gone through. And it's just really given us our strength. You can't give up. God's always got your back. Just keep having devotions. We go on date nights all the time. We build a relationship. We pray. We have devotions in the morning and the evening and stuff. We just really make every moment count, and not just going through the motions. So if I can get any point across, I would say to people, just if it's something. If you say your relationship isn't working, then work at it. If something's not working, work at it. That's one of the biggest things that I can't stress to people. If something's not working, you have to work at it. And between that and the power of prayer, anything's possible. And if you still got more questions, contact me. I'd gladly give you guys some free help and advice. And I'll show you kind of what we do and why things work so well with us. But, not everything's perfectly with us. We have kids. They fall down. They scrape their leg, they have bruises and bumps and stuff, and not everything's perfect, but you just gotta, just together, you're better together than you are apart. And if you don't have somebody, put your hands together and pray to the Lord, and He'll help you. So.
Awesome. Now, you guys have had some pretty major obstacles in your life, as what most people would say. Tell us. if you're giving somebody some advice on how to overcome those or how to move through them like you guys have and see the success that you're having now in your life, what would you suggest to them?
Well, when you're in the middle of it, when you're in the middle of the fire, so to speak, and you're really under the pressure, one of the things, I mean, other than prayer and having a good support system, like you really got to surround yourself with people who can help you walk through it, because trying to do it alone, that's when you start to feel the most helpless. And having, some really good supportive friends who can be there for you, either to pray for you or talk to you on the phone or just help you walk through it. That's a real thing. I mean, we had each other, but we had, amazing family and friends and just a support system to help us get through it. And, when you're down, they can give you a call and lift you back up. And
have a mentor is so important. I think surround yourself by people that are going to lift you up and they're going to give you positive influence. And have someone that can mentor you, and be accountable. You have to have someone that you're accountable to, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all accountable to God, but you need to be accountable to somebody here on earth that you're living your life and you're going through and you're doing your stuff, and you're accountable to them, and they're accountable to you. It's so important because you have to answer to somebody. Otherwise, you think you make your own rules and stuff up, and if you wonder why your person is in the situation they're in, and it's not working for you, it takes 21 days to make a habit. And if you want to break free from something, you have to do something different for 21 days, for 3 weeks, to make a new habit. And then from there on, continue. Exercising would be a perfect example. We exercise as well. We take care of our bodies, our outward and our inward. But if it's something that you're stuck in a rut and you want to make a change, do something different for 3 weeks and change that, make it into a new habit, and you'll see, your life, as long as you're doing positive things and you're being an optimist and not a pessimist, with things that you're getting involved with, just it can change. It can help not to change, because you're having a positive influence on other people, and other people have a positive influence on you. You're being accountable. And you're living a good life, a life on purpose.
Wow. 3 weeks really isn't that long.
No. That's what
21 days.
You do the study, it just takes 3 weeks, but yeah. A lot of people, it's hard for 3 weeks. They can't do it, but it takes 3 weeks to build a habit. And once you do that new habit, you can stick with it. So.
Awesome. So, some of the people here watching and having dreams and moving towards their goals and their purpose in life, they usually ask, well, what do you do to keep yourself on track? How do you keep that out there in front of you all the time? And when you get discouraged or get down or distracted, it's something to remind you and keep you going. What do you guys do on a daily basis or weekly basis or whichever to help keep you on track towards your purpose and your goals?
You need to have a dream board for sure. Everybody should have a dream board of some goals that they want to do, what they want to accomplish and have. But stick something right in the beginning, right in your bathroom on your mirror of some goals and some things that you want to accomplish. Reminder. Something that you can actually physically see or tangible that you can actually touch. You don't want to have everything in your head. Tell your person that you're being accountable for. This is what I'm working towards. I want a new car. I want to go on a trip. But have something right there on the mirror that you can see, and have a little calendar that step by step exactly where you need to be. Not to the minute, but if you have some goals and things that you want to accomplish for that day, set the goal achievable enough so you can actually do it, and then actually get it accomplished. And do it so you can see a sense of accomplishment, and then cross it off, check it off like you did it. We're human nature. It's so important. People need to see something that they have planned and then it got accomplished. It's so important so you can get those goals done.
Another thing that I do, in terms of staying on track with the goal of writing a book, is I have a journal that I use to just keep track of my thoughts and the things that I'm going to want to include. And, every week I update that with whatever, or every day, just whatever something comes to me, I have it right there next to my laptop. And, whenever I come across something that's important, or, a thought comes into my mind that, just is really pivotal and important to include, I'll start writing out what I'm thinking, or I'll put it in a notepad on the computer as well, and I'm just keeping track little by little. And I was talking to a friend yesterday when I was mentioning just not knowing what to do to move forward with the book, just beyond our story, is to start getting at least parts of my thoughts out in the form of articles and blog posts, so that then I can have it all recorded. And when I'm closer then to start compiling it into a book, I have a lot of it already written out. And then I can start compiling it into a book form and then editing it. And when I'm ready, I can have, just a more compiled, organized sense of what I want to do. And it's going to be all there for me to start working it into an actual completed book form. So that's one of the things that I do.
Awesome. Well, it's been such a great pleasure to catch up with you guys and see how wonderful it is that you can have a dream, you can have a purpose, and just by speaking it out to the rest of the world, how so many doors open, people show up, things show up, that you just have to take that action when it shows up and move towards it. And you guys are a great example of showing us that it can be done. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for being you and showing us that you can live the life of your dream.
Thank you so much, Edward.
Thanks, Edward.
I have one last question for you, and really it's more of a, hey, if there's people that are watching this that are thinking about sharing their dreams or wondering what this is all about, they're not quite sure, and they came to you and said, hey, do you think I should do this? What do you think I should do? What would you say to them? How would you encourage them to want to be part of this community and the dream project that we have here?
Sure. Well, what you said just a few minutes ago about speaking it out, there's something about that it kind of it solidifies what you're thinking. To actually outwardly proclaim and say what you want to do and make it public, for everyone else to know what your plans are, what you want to do. It's kind of like you pass the point of no return in a way, because once you've told everybody what you want to do, it's like, well, now this is real. I've made it official. This is really what I do want to do. And now everyone knows, and now there's people supporting you and saying, hey, that's an awesome goal, that's an awesome dream, or that's what I want to do too. Let's walk through this together. There's something about that just makes it so much more real. And it's just more ingrained in your mind of what you want to do. And then you start to just get that much closer towards what that means. What does it take to make that a reality instead of just a dream? What's it going to take now to make this real? It starts to get you really thinking about what that's going to do. And just for us, once that happened, it's amazing how the door started opening to connect us to people that would lead us further towards what that would mean for us. And then as well as, just the amazing amount of people who've seen what we've been through and just been inspired. And you never know whose life you might touch just by sharing what it is, about you and your dreams and goals. You're going to be such an encouragement to people. And so I would definitely encourage people to go ahead and do that, because it's so exciting what happens when you start making your dreams real. And, that's been a huge blessing for us. So we've been really honored to be a part of this.
Speak it out. Accountability.
Awesome. Nothing like being accountable to the whole world.
Yeah.
That's right. You say something.
The power of the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Well, that's it for this installment of Live Your Dream Monday. If you'd like to participate in Share Your Dream Friday, get in contact with me or with Shawn and Emily, and we'll hook you up. And there may be some place around here or down here on the side somewhere where you can fill out your name and email, and just get in touch with us, and we'll find a way to share your dream with the rest of the world. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Shawn and Emily. Have a fantastic day, and God bless you all.
Thank you. See ya.